Yo, what up YouTube, what up boxing fans, E-King Fight News here, and more on Gennady Golovkin versus Curtis Stevens. It looks like, in terms of what Gennady's been saying recently, he wants the knockout. And you know what they say about going for a knockout? You just let it happen. You don't really look for it. But this is what Gennady is saying. I'll give you the quote. He's a strong guy and a good puncher, but I think it's a good fight for us. I'm the champion. I'm ready for a long fight, a decision, but I'm looking for the knockout. If he wants to make it ugly, I'm ready. And those are very strong words from Gennady. He says he's ready, condition-wise, to go the distance, but it seems like he wants to get the KO on HBO yet again. He hasn't let us down before, and oddly enough, when there's that much pressure and you're that big of a favorite to get a KO, you're almost expected to do it. And Gennady Golovkin, as much as he is a great knockout artist and an excellent pressure fighter, you can't always get the knockout, and you can't always go for the knockout when you got a guy in front of you that can do the same thing that you can do, that can knock your ass out, because he can crack with a left hook or a right hand, and that's Curtis Stevens. So I think in the back of his mind, Gennady might understand who he's dealing with, but when he gets in front of the camera, he's got to say, the cliche lines. I want the KO. If I see it, if I have him hurt, I'll finish him. You know what I mean? I think I'm the better fighter. I think this guy, he's not going to be ready. And at the end of the day, these are two guys highly conditioned in for one of the biggest nights of their lives. All the attention is going to be on these two guys in the boxing world right now. And this is what Stevens had to say. I make the weight easily. I'm much stronger and faster. Who used to campaign super middleweight. I'm mentally focused. I've got to zone out and stick to the game plan. I'm not going to say I'm going to knock him out, but I'm going to become a champion. So both of these guys are super hungry and want to have a great performance. And I just think Curtis Stevens has done a good job of getting under Golovkin's skin. He's definitely frustrated him, and Golovkin has repeatedly had to comment on Curtis Stevens' trash talk. I just think, I just hope, I hope Golovkin doesn't get carried away here, because it could be a recipe for disaster if he's trying to go toe-to-toe with this dude. I'm not playing. It could be a recipe for disaster if he goes toe-to-toe with this guy, because this guy can knock your block off with a big left hook. Now, if he does what he did against, Kasim Uma or Gabriel Rosado, where, he really took a much more measured approach. And really, we haven't really seen Gennady go toe-to-toe, quote-unquote. He's always used super intelligent pressure. He's always used probing punches. Just, set up his power to the body and to the head. He does great work with combinations. He'll hit you on the shoulders, the arms, and just throw good combinations. That's what Golovkin does. And, against Curtis Stevens, he's definitely going to find success, one way or the other. However, these two guys, and this is the odd possibility. The odd possibility is these two guys understanding both their opponents can knock them out within 10 or 15 seconds, might get into a situation where they box a little bit. It happened in the Keith Thurman fight with Diego Chavez. Keith Thurman and Diego Chavez both rocked each other early, and they just had to. Keith Thurman turned it into a chess match because he didn't want to have to go to all out war mode, right? And this could happen if any of these guys get hurt early, especially if it's Gennady. He might turn it into a chess match boxing game where he's probably going to have the advantage against a shorter, stockier Curtis Stevens who wants to get on the inside, bang to the body, and go upstairs, you know. This is a distinct possibility. And it's interesting because the over-under for this fight is only 6.5 rounds. And, you know, this is the type of opponent, you know, fighting the fight of his life. Definitely probably in condition to go 12 rounds. I think this is a very interesting fight. I'm still hesitant on placing a bet, but if I was going to make one bet that is pretty profitable, you're getting at least 2-1 on your money, I would take the over 6.5 rounds. So that's just me, especially in the odd possibility that either one of these guys decide to use their feet, box a little bit, and trade in spots. None of these guys are the cutest, fanciest, slick foot movement type boxers. But I've seen Curtis Stevens box a little bit, and we know with Golovkin's Olympic pedigree, he can box a little bit too. So you never know who might turn on the foot movement. You just never know in this game. And an exciting fight going in could turn into a boring fight. It's happened before, and it could happen again. So let me know what you guys think. It is what it is. Who do you think turns into the boxer if it happens? I think it might be Curtis Stevens when he gets hurt. Let me know what you guys think. It is what it is. Peace out. Take care.